All right, so this will be the weekly trading forecast for the week of 20th January to 24th January. All right, so for the dollar index, this is the day charts. Last week, actually dollar is on a downtrend. We can see, okay, based on this falling trend line. But what we are seeing right now is that the price has broke above the falling trend line, so that's a sign of a rebound. And it might end this bearish structure, but for now it is still intact. Okay, I think it's still on the bearish structure. Okay, unless the price starts to break above this zone right here, 97.7 to 97.85. Then of course we'll wait for the price to test the next important supply zone at 98.47 to 98.74. Okay, so this is the current situation. So for this week, right, I think that the dollar should most likely will still go up. Okay, because if we look at the 4-hourly charts, just like euro dollar, there was a harmonic pattern. The harmonic pattern is something like this. Okay, so from S to A, the A to B is more than 30.2%, less than 61.8. So it's the first sign for the bear pattern. Came down to this level, point C, then C all the way to D, 0.862. So between 786 and 886, all right, is the end of point D of this bearish bear pattern. But then it came down a little bit. After that, somewhere at point B here, it rebounded off already. And then you can see the bullish trend is getting stronger. Okay, until the market close, is still a bearish candle on the 4-hourly charts. So so in this case, right, I think it will still go up. First, it will test this level here. Okay, it will test this supply zone. Then it will go, if it breaks above, then it might go and test this supply zone over here. This is a 3-month supply zone. Okay, but however, after you break this level, right, there's a possibility it might stop somewhere in the middle and start to come down. Okay, reason being there's another pattern right here. It's also a harmonic pattern, but it's called the cypher pattern. Okay, let me just explain the cypher pattern. Right, so the cypher pattern is that from point okay, after S to A has appeared, okay, A to B, right? A to B is also between 61.8 and 30.2%. So more than 30.2, less than 61.8. Okay, so this one is correct. And secondly is that point C, okay, is about 1.272 to 1.414. Okay, it is quite near lah. Okay, if I use a closing price, then it's 1.368. If I use a low, it's 1.216. Very close to it already. It's very similar. Okay, so if this cypher pattern really forms, right, then the point D, right, is somewhere at 78.6 of S to C. Okay, so somewhere around here. And if we look at this part, right, this whole portion, okay, there's a very strong bearish trend. Very strong bearish candle here, ma. So this could also be a supply zone. Okay, but if it breaks above, of course, then we will look at the final one right here. And if the price breaks above this level, right, then very likely dollar might turn bullish again. Okay, so this week we'll watch out for these few levels. But in my case, I think that it won't just go straight. It won't go straight away to 98.6. But rather, most likely you will still break the first supply zone here, 97 points. Let's say 97.82, around this level. You will break and you will test the zone right here. So that's for dollar. That's my take for dollar.
My views on dollar are still very similar. That's why my pound and Aussie trade are both based on this, where there is one zone that is quite tight. Then the second one, then the second zone there.
All right, so that's for dollar. Then now let's go and take a look at euro dollar. Okay, so euro dollar very similar to the dollar index. Okay, let's take a look at day chart first. All right, so day chart, let's see. Okay, I was actually looking at this rising trend line, but after which, right, actually I saw that there's actually a rising channel. If we start from this part, this level, if I put it this way, okay, there's a rising channel that's going out of this 18-month falling channel, this 18-month falling channel, the one going down. But then there's a minor rising channel that's going out of this 18-month falling channel. So that was the first bullish sign. So after it came down, okay, and as we know, here's another harmonic pattern. Okay. Then the rebound it got supported, it did rebounded off. Okay. A very good sign is that when it came down to point D, it slowed down. Okay, there's support, and then there's a strong bullish candle lah. It actually goes up and breaks above the consolidation right here at this level, 1.1188. No, it's 1.1118. Okay, so which is why eventually it's still able to go up, but just that, as we discussed, is the strength is not strong enough. It didn't pick up fast. Okay, so yeah, eventually it turned the other way around. So now it's back to this point D, the previous low, 1.1088, this level. So if we look at the bearish trend right here, then obviously I think we are still expecting the price to go down further. Okay, if you just measure the wave of the previous one, okay, from A to B, okay, and C to D, about the same. Then D to, then maybe E to F, okay, the third wave. Then we will see the price coming down to this level, the next low, okay, about 1.1068. So 1.1068, if we go back to the day charts, okay, this is getting nearer to the bottom of this rising channel. Okay, so in fact, there's a possibility after it reaches level, maybe it will find some support, or it might inch down even further to this to this demand zone right at the bottom. And this is where I will be looking for an opportunity to buy. I think this demand zone will be quite good. So yeah, euro dollar is quite straightforward. But for this week, if we are trading euro, we got to be careful because there's a lot of news on euro on the euro this coming week. Okay, if we look at this week, there is
Thursdays and Friday.
Sorry?
It's on Thursday and Friday, right?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, for the euro, if I just switch it to euro, see, we have Thursday, wow, we got the refinancing rates, monetary policy statement, ECB press conference, most important one for the week itself. Then we have the services and manufacturing PMI, and the ECB president Lagarde is going to speak again on Friday evening. So it will be a lot for the euro. Most importantly is that we still need to look at the ECB press conference. I think if the dollar starts to climb in the beginning of the week, then most likely euro dollar is going to come down first. And based on the technical chart, I think this more or less fits into it. Okay, based on the bearish candlestick here, very strong one. Okay, maybe it'll pull back a little bit, then come down again. So we'll watch out for the level from 1.1068 and then all the way into the demand zone here between starting from 1.1056. Lowest is about 1.1038. If you go any lower, then you will break out of this channel already. Then the next level obviously is right here. 1.0. Let's just 1.10 easier to remember. Once it breaks 1.10, then there's a possibility the whole structure has changed. Okay, so that's euro dollar, and just want to talk about the last one is gold. Okay, so for gold, right, as I have talked about this for quite long. Okay, usually after 3 months of consolidation phase, okay, it will move into a trend. So similarly, okay, here's another 3 months of consolidation and it move into a trend. I do not think that the trend has ended. I still think there will be more, because if you look at the weekly charts, okay, my final targets is somewhere right here. It's at this supply zone. It's actually quite near already, lah. Okay, I cannot be very sure that it will still continue to go up. Okay, because it's actually quite near already. But nevertheless, from what I see here, I think there are still enough space for it to climb. Okay, into this level, 1,650. Because this was the consolidation before that, and then this was the break. So this level right here, very important. But if you look at this level, if you look at this one, right, if I change the consolidation, if I put it this way, then there is a possibility it might have ended. Because here is the break mark. So if I shift my supply zone into this, then you see this is why there's such a strong pullback. Exactly. Right, not too sure, but I think there will be at least another wave going up. But whether will it break the high right here or not, I don't know. Okay, so if let's say, from what I see right now, the pullback has been significant, but it might go down a little bit more. So let's just try to find out how low it can go. So if you
the
look
initial
at this,
pullback, the initial pullback was due to the Iran news, right?
I think it was the US-Iran news that causes it to shot up first, then after it pulled back. Because the US-Iran news is more of a risk-off kind of news, Let me say it actually increased the risk sentiments, so that there will be more demand for risk as a risk-off asset like gold. So it shot up, but due to technical levels, it came all the way down. After that, US-Iran tension has already started to subside already. Then after that, it just keep on consolidating. There's nothing much here. Okay, but then right now we already have the high and the low, which means to say that we know that right now it is consolidating within this structure. So any point of time it came back down to the bottom part, right? There's a chance for us to buy. If it goes up to the higher parts, for now I'm still not looking to sell, so I might not do anything. Unless there's very strong bullish structure, then there's a pullback, that I will see if I want to buy. But if not, for now, hopefully it can come down lower, back to closer to this level. If there's supports, okay, there's bullish structure again, then I might try to go in for the buy. Okay, if not, I'm actually looking at this level. I think I like this level. Let me see if it comes down to this part. And this will be for now, this will be my best price to buy. This is 1,528 to 1,520. Okay, why? Because you can see that previously this was a very strong resistance. Okay, you can see the price came up to this this level and it got resisted. After it broke, pull back a bit. Okay, because there might be people who sell at this resistance, but this is very strong, 1515 area. Okay, so after it breaks up, okay, traders, there's a lot of sellers being trapped here. Pull back a little, okay, before all of the sellers can get out, okay, it shot all the way up. So I don't think that it will still come back to this level for the sellers to get out. You'll probably come back somewhere nearby here, then it will go up already.
Well, I haven't been doing analysis on gold because I'm still waiting for like a strong bullish movement first before I make a decision to enter.
Can be
after the very big pullback. I'm trying to see if there's maybe another wave of pullback.
Yeah, that's true. Because in any case, this is the only wave only. After it goes to consolidation, and who knows, maybe it might shoot out a little bit. Then after it might came down like this. This one we don't know lah. So we still have to wait. So actually, if there's nothing much, then we might want to put gold aside first, well. But just to take note in mind that what might be happening to gold and what can we do. But if we come down to this level 1528 to 15220, this level, I think that will provide an opportunity to go for the buy again. Okay, so the last one I want to talk about is Kiwi dollar. Okay, we just talked about it yesterday. All right, day charts. So from the day charts, previous 3 weeks, I think it's about 3 weeks. Last month. Okay, this is where the price breakout of this falling trend line. 1.5 years as well. Slightly more than that. Okay, it broke out of this trend line, so turn bullish, and then right now there's a pullback. Okay, you can see that this pullback as compared to the bullish wave here, right? The bullish wave is definitely a stronger one. So it came down, found support at this demand zone. Okay, then there's a rebound. But after that, the rebound is not strong enough. Now it's coming down again. So look at the 4-hourly charts. So based on the 4-hourly charts, we have discussed that this might be a bullish back pattern. Okay, so for bullish back, right, the thing is that the rebound is usually between 70.6% to 88.6%, which means to say it might still go down a little bit lower. If we look at the 1-hourly charts, okay, because initially I was thinking, maybe there will be a ABCD. Okay, ABCD. However, it is not ABCD anymore because it already overshot already. And before the market close is still bearish. It's still kind of bearish. So it might, but definitely when it come down to this level, there's sign of slowdown. So a bit like the euro dollar came down slowly. Then after that found some support. Then it might start to rebound and go up. Oh, because if you look at the 4-hourly chart, it's still quite bearish, man. Possibly it can still go down. So see how Monday reacts. But if the rebound is successful, then we will still have a lot of upside based on the week chart. This is the falling channel. The best price we are looking at 0.6924. There will be a very strong resistance here. Okay.
It's the same as your analysis, but my focus next week, I think I'm going to look at Aussie and Pound to see if I can get any good trades there. So for Aussie, because there was the previous break in this falling trend line.
Yeah.
I'm actually waiting to see if the price can form a bad pattern here. So, and then also at this level, there is a rising trend line right after this break up. And that level, see if I can find support around here. It also depends on the dollar index. If it falls even more, then yeah, price might break even lower. So yeah, somewhere around here. See if I can get. Also, pound. Pound, I also did the. I did my weekly forecast on the pound because there is actually a rising trend line here. After the price, after this shoot up, There's been a trend line. And now the price seems, see if you can find support here. To this level, because previously there was a harmonic pattern here as well. This pattern. Oh, but based on the dollar index, price might go a bit lower to the next demand zone. So these are the two levels that I'm currently watching, which is very similar to the dollar index. So the first, let's see if price can find support back at point D. If not, then I will expect price to go a bit lower down to this area first before going back up. Yeah, so these are the two pairs that I'm focusing on this week. Yeah, Aussie dollar and the pound dollar. Yeah, but the main one, yeah, I will try to enter at this around this level and to see if the bad pattern can form, because this one then I'll have very clear take profit levels. Maybe a first one at the neckline. Yeah, this level. Which is also quite a good supply zone here. And then second level, oh yeah, beat this level. The 88.6% level. But that's if price finds support at this area. So I think these are my focuses for next week.
Okay. I think Aussie dollar, I like the Aussie. I like Aussie dollars. If you look at the current chart pattern right here, right? Maybe I'll just show you in my screen. Now we can see that okay. So what you're saying is that you're waiting for. I'll just remove all the line. Okay, you are waiting for the price to come to this level. Correct. Right here, right now, right? Okay. Instead of looking too far to see whether there will be a bullish bet, right? Okay. What could happen right now is something that I just shared with you, which is the cypher pattern. Okay. S to A. Okay. Point B is about 50, still below 61.8%. Then it shot up to C, okay, 1.273. Then the D will be looking at 786. Between 786 to 8.6 lah. So just nice.
For point C again, what is the level that we are looking for?
127.2 to 1.414 of AB.
So if that level does support, then that will be a dual harmonic pattern.
Yeah. So actually, I like this Aussie dollar. And for Aussie dollar, there's also news. There's also very important news this week. The employment change, unemployment rate. Also on Thursday. Kiwi also have Friday. There's a CPI. This week, there's also yen, Japanese yen, which not looking at it right now. Canadian. There's the BOC rate statement. There's a lot for dollar CAD. Okay, if not, it will be the focus that we are looking at right now: Australia dollar, Euro dollar, Pound dollar as well. Since there's Canadian news, maybe I can just take a look at dollar CAD also. Dollar CAD, haven't really been looking at it, but from the monthly charts wise, definitely seem more bearish to me for now. From the weekly charts, still looks slightly bearish. but seems to be pulling back right now. Last week was very little change.
On the weekly chart, I think I did focus on this. There was a but it consolidated for a while after that.
If you look at this whole channel thing, it's a break. It broke, retested, came down, and still in a consolidation. But after that, this consolidation was broken also.
Broken, yeah, and now it's at the retested level.
So I think legit to say that if it continues to pull back, then once it reaches this zone right here, very likely it will continue to go down. Maybe to this level first, somewhere here. On dollar CAD, we can also take a look at it. And let's take a look at day charts. Yeah, this is where the last bearish wave started here. So from 1.314 to 1.319 is the target, is the entry zone to sell. So CAD wise, the CPI Wednesday rate statement, overnight rates, followed by conference, then Friday there's another retail sales. I think it's all focused on Wednesday.
Yeah, same as yours, because I've also been watching the dollar CAD. And I did a focus on this, but when price hit when it retested, it has just been consolidating. There was no bearish movement. And because of that, at first my first analysis was at about 1.30715 to about that level, right? I wanted to short.
Okay.
But there was no bearish movement. So because of that, I also think that price may go up a little bit more. Maybe one more wave of retracement.
Yeah, maybe you might just need to wait for one more wave. 1.307 might be a bit too early. Might be. Of course, if we look at the 4-hourly chart, I can understand why, because if we based on this falling trend line, it's about 3.6. But right now you can see that it's breaking outwards, so there's still there's still a good chance you will still go up further before it come down. Okay, so dollar CAD is something to watch. And anyway, we were discussing about dollar index. Beginning of the week, most likely will still continue to climb, so that will cause dollar CAD to go up as well, most likely. It goes to wave one here, continues up. Just nice one. Okay, so I guess that concludes for this for this week weekly trading forecast. So the focus, I guess number one focus we can look at is Aussie, because of the technical pattern that he has right now. Seems to be seems like a better opportunity. Okay, there's a Euro harmonic, followed by Euro dollar. Euro dollar might be something we want to wait. I think unless it came down to 1.1057, 1.1040, between this demand zone, and there's supports, there's some rebound, then I might try to go in maybe half of a position first, if it's before the ECB press conference. But if it's after the ECB press conference and it is more hawkish for the euro, then of course I'll just go in straight away. Of course, also we'll be looking for support as well. So euro dollar is the focus also because of this week there's just too much news on euro. Then I believe actually there's a lot. Kiwi dollar is also one important one. Correct. Okay, probably we'll see 0.6595, this area, there's a chance to buy again. Then we'll look at dollar CAD. Dollar CAD for this week might be just waiting for the entire pullback. So maybe dollar CAD might not be the one for this week, but we got to see, because there's also very important news. So this week actually there's a lot of opportunity, but we just need to plan ahead, decide which are the ones that we want to focus on, because we cannot be focusing on too many pairs also.
Yeah.
Okay, so lastly, pound dollar that we just talked about. Pound dollar, I really think that it can go down a lot more. Pound is quite bearish actually. If not quite sure, but somehow it seems to me, if this really happened, right, then I think this is a very good demand zone. This pattern here. But this is just at a glance. I'm not sure if this is going to happen. Okay. Right, so that concludes